So it's day 2 of being pragmatic, okay, and this phase is going to roll across now for the next month. Now, this quote here for me is more or less telling us that we can work with whatever we have, and no matter what happens in our life, no matter what obstacles come against, no matter what failings we have, that we can actually we can make it work. We can always adapt and overcome, which is a great saying from the military, really, but it can be used in any aspect or walk of life. Like a perfect example for this is the lockdown, where people are out of work, everything's changed for them, situations changed. But it's amazing to see how many people have embraced this time to upskill in certain areas. If people now doing like online courses, Zoom calls, they're changing careers, they're changing their interests, and it's a perfect example of how we can adapt and overcome. Some are more famous there. I know, like Theodore Roosevelt had an operation and was told he'd be in a wheelchair for the rest of his life, and he says, I can still work that way. I can work on my desk. I can still get around. We can still make it happen. Now, some people, when they come across things, and this doesn't have to be a massive, life-changing operation or a debilitating disease or something where you say, oh, I can't go for that career. I'll just have to make do with this. It can be every day, every single situation we have in our life where things change and we have to adapt and we have to make it work in a different way. And that's what it's all about. It's about having this calmness, this common sense, this pragmatic approach so we can make things happen. Now, when I read this quote, it really struck me about Sarah, who we work closely with. Sarah is the owner and founder of Rinka, the kids fitness group. And without giving all her details, I know she shared it before on social media, but I do know she was heading towards really high level Irish dancing, possibly world champion. She was really on the road to a lot of stuff there. A lot of work throughout the years, you can imagine, to get to that level, to be competing at this level, okay, for Irish dancing across the globe and at home here. And to be passionate about it and be driven about it. And that's your dream. And it was all taken away from her in a road accident where she's lucky to be alive, let's be honest now. And I'm not going to go into all her injuries and stuff, but the lady is lucky to be breathing. So you can take these things lying down and you can say, right, that's it. I'm done. I'm a mess now. You know, like I'm done. Mindset, body, everything's shattered. So I can just give up. But the likes of Sarah used this opportunity from her hospital bed, from the recovery bed, recovery rooms, all the time she had to get her head around this new challenge in her life. So she went on to study business, other sorts of stuff as well, online courses, etc., and upskilled and a lot of stuff. Now, over the years then, she got some mobility back and developed into what she has now, which is a fantastic business that impacts absolutely not tens, not hundreds, but thousands of people in their homes, online, in all around this country and further afield. Okay, they've had feedback from America, they've had feedback from different countries where they're impacting others with our team that she has in place. And if she decided to lie down and take it, that she's lost everything in this horrific road traffic accident, quite possibly none of what has happened since would have actually happened and would have impacted so many people. But having that frame of mind where, okay, this is not working. I can't do that anymore. So let's take ownership of where I am. Let's take responsibility of where I am. And look at the options of what I can do and how I can impact others after I improve myself. And she's a prime example on a local level of what we can do and how it can impact others. By her having that mindset and that drive to refocus her skills, her talents and her passion into children's fitness, boom, you have something that's phenomenal. And look, we can all look at this in our own lives. We suffer, everybody suffers death, everybody suffers some sort of an illness, a shock in the family, an injury that stops you playing football or sports, or stops you having that career, or you go for something you can't because your eyesight or because your hearing, or no matter what it is, we've all experienced some sort of loss, defeat, or change of direction. And this is where when you're pragmatic and you can see the big picture. When you can take that time to assimilate the information. Granted, you might be in shock for quite a while, but to say to yourself, right, what can I do to improve myself? What can I do to improve others? How can I help me? And with that, how can I help others? Think about it. It's a really good one. It's a great start to this phase. Smash it, and we'll see you all tomorrow.